What's going on, guys? Today is Sunday, the 9th of March 2025, and this is gonna be a live video on TikTok, but also this will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested and whatnot, just you'll be able to see later on YouTube. Now, we were discussing this infinite range on Bitcoin that basically went on up to now for 106 days. We've sort of topped in November. That was the trend top. Well, let's say December. And then we had this nice range. It was a good trading range. After that, we were looking at another tap of range low. So if you remember, back in January, February, we're saying not the place to buy. We're gonna buy range lows. Range lows came, and we had a nasty breakdown and rejection. So in order for range to continue, it needs to be above or below a 1.2 or minus 0.2 fib extension. Because this closed here, that means all this zone here, all this was, well, we're gonna class that as distribution. So just as this here was accumulation for another leg higher, this is distribution, and we are going lower. Now the question is how low. Obviously it's sort of dependent on the catalyst. Today is Sunday, so I wouldn't say that like today's price action will mean a lot, because weekend price action is always the same. It's very trappy, you know. But because we closed outside this range below the 1.2 fib extension, I think our next target will be this here, where we have the Fibonacci level 0.1618 comes in at 62k. Also in this previous accumulation zone, you will see that at 70k, the value area high of this accumulation, so basically just before the 6th of November election breakout, that's an important level here. So we can actually mark the 6th of November, and this will be election day. So we have quite a strong cluster here and good confluence. Price is attracted to here. There's probably a lot of liquidity resting just below this. A lot of people, when Trump won, they just longed. You know, a lot of people, obviously, like smart money, took profits over here, but it's just to say the same that a lot of stop losses are underneath there. I'm not saying that this will be the actual path is gonna take, but the direction is down. You know, we could bounce from here, bounce up to 90k even, and many people say that if we manage to close above 85, which has been quite a strong level over here, this comes in at 84,200. If we manage to close above that, that's the bullish sign. At the moment, guys, I'm not really bullish, at least short term. I'm not really bullish because this distribution needs to play out. We have the daily bands gone red, and they are just gapping down. If we look on the weekly, they will, if this closes like this, and then, well, we'll see in a couple of more weeks, but it is very possible that they will cross red as well. If we put on the 3 EMAs that we like to use, you will see that the weekly EMA 50, I think it's 50, yeah, will come in about 67, 60, 66, 67,000. That's fine, but in a bull market, that EMA needs to hold. Another thing that concerns me, well, not just now, but I am watching it. You see how the weekly RSI has been trending above the 50, ever since January 2023. This was a powerful move. So just as in the bear market, the RSI tends to trend underneath, in a bull market it trends above. Now obviously stuff can happen just like we had here and then have another push, but that might have been this year. We will find out in the next week, so trying to time the market is very hard. Personally, I am not really interested here in anything. I am trading, I am short Bitcoin at the moment, but we'll just have to give it a bit more time and see how the price action unfolds. Looking at other coins like Ethereum, this has just been in an infinite downtrend. I will say that it looks to be performing slightly better than Bitcoin, which again is concerning, because the correlation with Bitcoin seems to be still high, in the sense of when Bitcoin nukes, Ethereum will absolutely get destroyed. This infinite range that we are at range lows, but again, if we look closely, the fact that we've tapped range lows once here, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times, and we are actually now trading below the range lows. This is bad. Obviously all our altcoins, basically most of them are correlated with Ethereum, so that is not very good for alts either. Now as long as Ethereum doesn't close below 1700, this can form a deviation. So deviation would be something like this, go back in the range and then go to test range mid or range high, whatever. But this is a play that we need to take day by day. Again, RSI on a weekly has made a fresh low, or it looks like it's gonna make a fresh low this week. If you look this level here, this has been sort of support for whatever this is, if we can call it Ethereum bull market or not. And a lot of people have bought Ethereum thinking that it will outperform Bitcoin, and obviously in the past cycles Ethereum's been the one. Well, not this time apparently. Solana, we were discussing not long ago about the Solana top being in at $300, and that came with a very nice week to the upside. This was when Trump launched his coin. Distribution on the daily, we are trending below every EMA known to man. And if we would to set a target like we've done before, the target, unfortunately guys, will be down here, previous accumulation zone. If you guys think this cannot happen or will not happen, you know, anything is possible. Just remember when we were here, and remember how everybody was saying, oh, Solana won't never go below $20, and then it did. If you zoom out and look at all the trends, basically ever since market structure weekly has been broken here, 178, we had one bounce and then just basically new Carino. So Solana at $30, between $30 and $20, I think is very possible. Obviously you don't want to get too bearish now, because as I said before, a announcement from the White House. So I know Trump has said that there will be a US strategic Bitcoin reserve, but we basically knew that was his promise. What we want to hear from him is, we are starting to buy Bitcoin. So I think he's got like a task force or whatever, and they're gonna figure out how to get the money to buy Bitcoin without buying basically from people's taxes. So they're trying to sell like gold, they're gonna sell land or whatever to buy Bitcoin. So an announcement like that, that could be really bullish, and obviously news can alter TA, because if he comes out and says we will buy one Bitcoin regardless of the price, what do you think everybody will do? They'll just try to front run. So that the logic is, I'm gonna buy because America's buying, and I'm just gonna sell to them higher. And yeah, that is a correct way of thinking about it. But just because of that, makes us maybe, think about it and say, is that gonna happen? Is Trump like that? Or will they just wanna let the price go down a bit and then buy? It's gonna be manipulated, if you ask me. But we will see what the crack is not long from now. When it comes to other alts, destruction, they are at basically lows. ADA. So this was ADA pump on the news that they will have a place in the strategic reserve or whatever. Obviously, these guys, Charles and whoever, they supported Trump and probably lobbied him with a lot of money. So he had to tweet this. But the clarification after that was that coins like ADA and XRP, they will be held in a digital fund or whatever it's called. So what that means is ADA, I think, will retrace all this move and maybe find the bottom here at $60. Trading Cardano has been just wild. To have on a coin of this size a daily move of 79%, guys. 79%, think about it. I don't know the market cap of Cardano, but it's definitely huge. So yeah, looking forward to next week. I think we are still moving down, probably in the region of mid 70s, let's say. If we look at stocks are currently bouncing off the 200 EMA, but after an extended rally like this, if these bands, where's the weekly? If the weekly bands turn red, then it's safe to say that a move like here is very possible. This is probably caused by all the tariffs and all the stuff, that trade wars and whatever, which I don't fully understand, but I guess they have a plan. Trump has a plan for it, so he will want to be proud with the markets. During the time of him being president, so we'll see where it goes. The dollar, this is another strange thing, that the dollar is dropping and markets are nuking with it. And 2017, this was the Trump inauguration, and I was saying that a downtrend started after that. So 20th of January, Trump inauguration, dollar downtrend. It all depends, to be honest. We'll see how the markets perform in the future, and we'll see if Trump keeps his trade war fueled, or he will just use it as a mechanism of gaining advantage in further negotiations. As you know, he's a businessman. He wrote Art of the Deal, and he wants leverage over his business partners, in making negotiations for whatever, that's way above my pay grade, but That's basically where we stand. Total market cap as well, it just broke the, well, minus 0.2 in this case, so that is bearish, but still more data is needed. Total 2 looks much worse in my opinion. If we get a close below, we are exiting the channel, and then probably next stop will be 800 million. Anyway guys, that's the update for this week, and well, obviously next week I will be popping in with some videos here and there, if any news, if anything changes. Until then, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.